Hello, welcome back. This is Stitching Blues with Mary Lisa, and thank you for joining me on my second video, my second week. I'm a little late getting this out this week, but I have stitched more than I have in the last 2 years. I can't believe how much Stitch Mania has inspired me and gotten me motivated to stitch more. I have started and finished one of my projects from last week. I haven't finished it, but it's only a matter of getting the right materials to finish it. So I'm real happy that I started this process with everyone. I've gotten a lot of encouragement from a lot of people, and I thank you for that. And so with that, I will go over what I started last week. The first thing I did was this project. It's from Snowflower Diaries. It's a free project, and I did this stitch in honor of my mom and a lady who was very inspirational for me at my guild, Marge Sanders. They were wonderful. Both of the ladies, both of them were wonderful stitchers and wonderful people. I finished this and I wasn't quite happy with my ground fabric, so I did something that I've never done before. I coffee stained it. As you can see, I've never done that, and I was so excited on how easy it was. This is the original color. This is light sand, and it was okay, don't get me wrong, but it didn't speak to me until I learned to do coffee stain, and so now I will do more. But I'm going to finish this into a frame weight. I'm kind of happy I've done this. It's really pretty, and I look forward to carrying that with me from project to project. Another project I started is live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink the wild air. I started this. It's from Fireside Original. I am not happy with this color. As you can see, these are the colors it called for, and this isn't very exciting, but I've got to find a new color. I got this today, and I'm thinking that might work. But I've got it might work. I just got this today, so I might try that and see. But it's coming along. I think if I can find the right color to replace this, I have another finished project. I also worked on this last week. It's Little House Knitwork Season's Greetings, and I was doing really good. I was coming around and I found that I was off a whole row, so I pushed it back to where I think I was off, and I'm going to restart this, and I will have this finished I think this week too, and it's really cute. I'm happy about that. And I started this project instead of some others. It's Sampler Trinket Box. I had been admiring this at a retreat, and so actually I picked it up, put it in my stuff to buy, and then I went and grabbed it again, and lucky for me, I didn't have to buy 2 of them. And this is as far as I've gotten. Shouldn't take that long to finish, start the other half. So this is something I'll be working on this week. One of the other things I worked on is this. I'm going to pause you. I forgot the other pack. This one. And it's the Bourrier Perry. When I started this one, I was so excited about starting this project. I actually stitched it back on this this side, and then I realized this isn't the marbling side, so I had to rip it out and redo it on this one. But this is another project I will be working on this week. I hope to get the scissors done on it and at least the top half worked. My other big project I worked on is something my daughter wanted me to work on, and she did the I left it in its frame, so I got a frame weight on. Let me take that off. It's this Tatiana by Marabella, and I really did not get, there's only a few stitches here. I started this on Sunday, and then my fur baby Molly became ill and passed away on me, and so I just didn't get back to it. So that's something I've got to get back to doing. That is all the projects. I did not get 7 projects done, but there are, I think, 6 I counted. So I'm happy with what I've done. I finished one. I started the others, and I think I can finish several this week. I'm happy about it because the Stitch Maynia has really inspired me, and I haven't done a lot of stitching. I've done stitch here and there, just kind of, but so happy that I've done this. To show what I planned for this week, other than work on some of those that I've got almost finished, I came across this, and I've substituted this for some other things I picked out. I am doing this particular pattern, and somewhere in here I'm gonna put Molly, my baby who passed away this past weekend, in here, and I think she would love that. She was my stitch darling. She was there for me, always at my feet. Sometimes I trip over her, but she was a good girl. This is another project I'm going to do. It's from Country Cottage Needlework called Lovely Home. And I found this really pretty blue. It's summer, it's hand-dyed summer sky. And it's just, let me see if I can pull it out. Really, really pretty blue, sky blue looking. And it just really is pretty. I think it'll do really well. I just got to get the other threads for it, which I'm pretty sure around here I've got thread. So this will be fun to do. I also have, let me get in here, something new I want to try. I've seen this done. This is the Sally Spencer sampler, Birds of a Feather. They've got an SLL, I think it's on Instagram, hashtag Sally, Mustang Sally, and they're doing that as an SLA, and I'm happy to do this. I've got some fabric in here, and I've got the thread, but I want to coffee dye, since I learned how to do that. I am going to coffee dye my own fabric this time. I'm kind of happy about that. I also have this pattern, which is I just got from Jeanette Douglas. I'd seen them talking about this particular vintage animals. I really think it's pretty, and be fun to do. I love the fact that the alphabet is not this. It's not usually a cross. It's different. So that's what drew me to this one. So it's going to be, I think, a fun project to do. I have a, where is it? I'm going to do this out. I just think he's so cute. I got that at my local SNL. He's cute. It's a mill hill of a, so have all the threads and beads. They're always fun to throw in. Sometimes they're real easy and sometimes not so easy. Also, I'm going to I had this slated for last week, and I am going to do this week. I've got the material. And it's called Alsenberg, which I've never used before. It's a fabric, and you can see the specs in it, but it's on the kind of lightweight, so I'm not sure how. I may need to do something to give it some substance, but I think it'd be really nice, and happy to do that. Get that started because it's been on my mind. And I had seen this several times on Spring Greetings Bunny. I love bunny rabbits, and I don't even know how long I've had it, but probably not that long, I guess. But I'm happy to get that going because I love bunnies, and I may give this as a gift to one of the ladies at my guild. And I've got another project in here I got from, it's called Summer Flowers. It's a, I don't know, it's a chart. I shouldn't have shown you the chart, I apologize. But it's by Chatelaine, and it was a new project I'd seen online. So I'm going to try those for my next projects for this week. So I'm all booked up. I've got this going. I've got other things going. I have my local chapter meeting this weekend, and we're making I think pins, ribbon pins, and so that'll be fun. But I'm just beside myself on all these projects that I've got started, and we'll finish, because I do have a lot of other projects finished. Maybe I may decide to do, I'm putting these up right now so I can get you what I purchased this week. I got my new stuff I purchased this week. I got this just today. Is from Hand Dyed Rollins at her Etsy shop, and it's called, this is Slate Blue, and I think I'm going to do my 'Twas the Night Before Christmas project on it. And I also got this blue-green hand-dyed threads. I think they'll be pretty. I have 2 uses for that. I got these this week. Here Lies My Needle. From Shepherd's Peddler. I got this from Gulf Coast Stitcher, and I've seen several people do this. Stitchy Bendy, Michelle, Garrett, and some other people on YouTube do this. I think that's why I fell in love with it. I have this one, Home of the Needlework by Little House Needlework. There are 4, this is a series, it looks like chart 4. It may have 4 of them, and I think I may go look for the other ones because I'm addictive. I have to have the series if there's a series. Last time I think I showed you my other new sampler, but this one is the Sarah Brazier 1829, the 2018 Queen of May sampler. And I've got to go to my local SNL to get my supplies, some stitchers here in town. But this is so interesting. I never heard they call this a heart because of the shape of the antlers, I believe. I have to do a little bit more reading on that, but I'd never heard that before. But I love the colors. I think I do the colors just as it is. I'm really like doing I rarely substitute. Let's just say it that way. I also got this one. It's an antique autumn sampler. And I like the autumn. I love the pumpkin, and the crow is pretty interesting. So this is by Elizabeth's Needlework Design, and I think it's really outstanding. I also got these Erica Michaels from my local stitchers. Autumn. I have autumn. I have spring. I have summer and winter. Of course, I have to have all four. So I think I'll start on summer, since we're entering summer, and I think that's how I will do it. I think I like the black and white monochrome. I think that looks how I will do it. I think it just perks up because, I don't know, both of them are gorgeous. We'll see. I also saw this on, I think, Bendy Stitchers and Gulf Coast, and I think even Just Keep Stitching by Pam and Steph. This black heart. Look at the house, the deer, the rabbit. Isn't it cute? Another rabbit here. I think it has a lot of beautiful potential. I'm not fond of black stitching, but I just think it has a lot to offer. And those are my buys for this week. And so I'm real happy that I've got going on this. Stitch Maynia has inspired me. It has given me a purpose on stitching and finishing. That's one thing I've been lacking. I can start a project. I got a whole closet right in there full of stuff that started and not finished. So one of the things I think next week I will incorporate, instead of a new project, pull out one of my very old ones and start it. I'm not really there yet because some of them are pretty old. So I'm kind of excited about all of the stitching I've done. It's just really been fun. I've enjoyed it, relaxing, and looking at everything, and I've got to stop watching because I keep buying, but that's the fun of it. So thank you so much for joining me on my stitching channel. And I don't think I have the blues anymore, but I do like the Stitching Blues. I do live just outside of Memphis, Tennessee, and we are famous for our blues and ribs. And so I will keep stitching the blues with a song in my heart. So thank you again for joining me, and I will see you next week. Thank you again.